Are we recording? Yes, we are. I'm not joining voice because with recording, people can say really inappropriate stuff. I'm recording a series for White. So we're going to just... We're going to have you just kind of... in the lane. And we're just going to go here. We're going to go over here. Alright, you're good. This is annoying for us. We want to just kind of generally have a lane presence. Now, the Lost Vikings are stupidly broken against Zagara at later stages of the game. But early stages, she gives us some problems. But once I get Hunk of Burning Olaf, literally I can just run Olaf wherever the hell I want and clear out her creep tumors. It's actually quite stupid. And then, in a fight... Well, I got the, pick a talent. We're gonna go with Mercenary Lord. That's totally fine. We want to actually just grab that. And we're just gonna push this out. You're totally fine. Just kind of... Yup. So we're just gonna kind of... We want to get that. If we can. So we're trying to keep our team ahead on experience. Which would be nice. So we want to see later in the game if we can get some spicy solo boss plays in here. We want to see if we can get some spicy solo. Okay, well that was I should have expected that they were all top. Wait, yeah. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, okay, that's a problem. Pick a talent. Balog the Fierce, yep. Actually, no, I want to wait till I get 4. I want to wait till I get 4. So that way I can, like... So what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna try and counter this. I'm gonna try and counter it by capturing those. You're fine, it's okay. They also take less damage as well. Alright, that's annoying. That's a bit of a problem. Play again. Yup. Once I get Hunker Burning Olaf, it'll be a lot easier for Olaf to kind of push on his own. But the more regen globes I get, the easier it is as well. Alright. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you actually attack that. Yep, that was worth though. That was absolutely worth. And that happens, so we're going to use play again. We're going to go to this lane. And we're just going to push it out. We're going to take Hunker Burning Olaf. And we're just going to push this out. And we're going to want to take that. And we want to take that. And we just want to push this out. And you're fine. You all can take that. We need to get the stun. Okay, run away from that. Yup. We're going to capture that. And we're just going to push this out. Our allies captured that for us, which was wonderful. And that's totally fine. Use that. Then what we're going to do this boss is really easy to solo because of his wind thing, his tornado. Because So bring this out this way. So then keep running over this. I said solo boss. Well, okay. That's why I wanted a solo boss, you dingus. Because now they suspect that we're there. And they think something's up. When I was soloing the boss, it was like, oh gee, where did the Lost Vikings go? It's no big deal. They're probably somewhere. Whereas like, oh gee, where did 5 members of the enemy team go? Oh, they're soloing boss. Let's go there and kill him. Like, see, the whole reason behind soloing boss is that they don't see it coming. It's a strategy. It's a strategy. That's the whole point of it. The whole point of soloing boss is that nobody comes to help you. So is do the boss. That's the point of it. Did they already kill the boss? Now do that. And attack the there. I don't have this. Do I have the stun yet? Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I have large and in charge. Boom. Collapse onto this Mal'Ganis. You're attacking the wrong one. Yeah. You're attacking the wrong one. What's my health regen? 23. Not terrible. I could be doing a little better, but it's better than if I were to not have the trait at all, for sure. Next time boss is up, I'm gonna solo it without even telling my team that I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I thought I could take him, but no. So we're just gonna go like this way. After a while, it doesn't really make much sense to split your Vikings up on certain maps. So just keep that in mind. Yeah, now we're gonna push with these guys. I've never seen such impressive graphics before. Now we're gonna go boom. Now we're gonna do this. And we're gonna go... Okay, no we're not. No we're not. All the teams showed up there. All the teams showed up there. We're honestly just gonna piece the fuck out of there. Sequel or Fury of the Storm? I've been favoring Fury of the Storm recently because it's just split push more, and sequel, like, yeah, your Vikings are up on a better cooldown, but if you're good enough, you shouldn't really need that. It's to compensate for you being bad at the Lost Vikings. If you're good enough, you shouldn't really need that. So I'm going to go for Fury of the Storm here, because it allows me to get mercenary camps a lot quicker, and it also just allows for a lot more. Like, it allows me to do more damage and allows me to team fight better. So it's honestly just better because I do more damage, and that honestly helps when dealing with mages, because when I get the stun, and it makes sense for all of us to do it now because we're it's to be faster. The only time that you would ever solo boss is if they're all up and you want to get boss anyway, but they're all up and you don't want to give it away that you're doing it. That would be the only time that you would solo a boss. Or if you think that it would just win you the game straight up and you have to go for like a Hail Mary attempt. So yeah, that would be like the only times that you would ever go for a boss if the enemy team is up. If they have 1 down, don't go for it. If they have 2 down, if you're good, you can go for it. If they have 3 down, absolutely go for it. Unless like the enemy, one of the enemy team's players is like a straight up boss or straight up like god, and in which case like don't. But otherwise yes. And if they have 4 down, absolutely go for it. If they have all down, 100% go for it. Absolutely, just
What I miss? Who's looking over there? Oh, that's 3. Ooh, you're dead. Can I have your stereo? Ooh.
Oh, I didn't mean to walk into that. I didn't mean to walk into that. I could have easily avoided that. And I walked into it. I'm mad as fuck. I'm mad as fuck. Wow. That's on YT. That's on YT. That's on YT. Oh man, that's just funny as hell. That's on YT. You're just straight up killing each other. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, we need to get those guys immediately. Yep, that's it. It's done. It's over. It's over. It's done. That's it. That's a wrap. It's done. It's over. It's over. Ah! Good for a white main. She was actually a good healer. Although it's hard for white main to be a good healer because she has to deal damage to heal. Tell me I got... Yes. Thank you. Tell me I got on the board as something. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so that was an L. But we will take that L. Because, as I said again, we take L's. We're not a win-only channel. We don't just show only the wins. Because that's cowardly to be like, okay, I'm going to show only the wins. I'm perfect. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're a product of nature. You're a product of nature. You're a product of nature. You know? And honestly, like, when you know that, like, my gods and goddesses, pagan gods and goddesses, are not perfect, and are better than us but imperfect, that's how you know that you yourself as a human are really imperfect. If they're imperfect, then you're really imperfect. But that's okay, because you can always improve and get better at things. And that is the moral. If anything, if you can want to learn anything from the faith of IAlso True, you can learn one thing. It is that you need to help yourself before you help others, because you need to be in the proper mindset, the proper frame of mind, and the proper state to be able to even begin to help others. If you can't help yourself, you can't help others. Because you'll do more damage than good. You'll do more harm than good if you don't help them the proper way. Then you're just getting in their way and not helping them. So you want to be able to help them, right? And so in order to do that, you have to be able to have all your shit in order and all your shit in together and all your ducks in a row before you even begin to worry about somebody else. But then once you are at that level, then you should absolutely worry about somebody else. And if you don't, you're not a good person. But you have to have your stuff in order first. Once you do that, then you worry about helping somebody else. And I mean, like, you should. But only once you have your stuff in order. So, that's absolutely what it is. That's one lesson you can learn. Another lesson you can learn from my faith, and you don't have to be part of my faith to follow some of the teachings or learn from some of the lessons, even though it's a folkish faith in the sense that, ancestor worship and ancestor veneration through religious ritual play is an important part. The lessons and teachings, anybody can use those, anybody can use the lessons and teachings. Those are universal things that anybody can learn and pick up and adopt. It's the actual worship parts and the actual religious parts that we believe are ancestral and should be passed down. But the information, like the value systems there, the values that we believe in, can be anybody's values. Like, for instance, another good value, wherever you know of harm, regard that harm is known and give your foes no peace. Wherever you see injustice, take that injustice personally and make sure it's eliminated. Right? Like, act as if it's an injustice being done against you, even though it may not be. Act like it is. Take it personally, act like it is, and work to stop it. Right? So there's a lot of good value systems. There's a lot of good values within my faith. So anyway, sorry for that rant. Stats, siege damage. Okay, 114,784 siege damage, 21,647 experience contributed. If you guys want to follow my talent build, Viking bribery, again, to do mercenary camps a lot quicker. You don't have to spend as much time fighting them. It just makes doing merc camps easier and more efficient and quicker. And plus, the other talents at that tier are a little bit booty. People like the the Baylog one, where the Baylog does extra splash damage to non-heroes. It does allow you to clear waves faster, but I feel like if you're getting this one, whereas basic attacks increase, you just don't really need that. Like, I found it's really not even that good. For the style that I play in particular, because I play a split push team fight. I play a split push, then team fight later mentality, where my build is centered around split pushing, but then so it's centered around split pushing and one-on-one combat. So it's centered around, I'm going to split push, they're going to send one guy up here to try and deal with me, then I'm going to fight that one guy and bully him out of the lane and keep split pushing. That's what it is. It's a mentality. If you keep split pushing to all hell, and then if they try and deal with that some way, you deal with them dealing with that and get them out of there. So, absolutely. Mercenary Lord, again, you get mercenaries so easily, it's a no-brainer to go for Mercenary Lord. If you go for Viking bribery, you then got to go for Mercenary Lord, because what you do at that point is you buff your mercenaries and just make them so much better. And if you're split pushing, it's just ridiculous. It's stupid. The shenanigans you can do with it is dumb. This one, there's not many other good talents at this tier. The two other talents at this tier are Norse Force, which is the shield, and Spin to Win, which is the spin. Um, Inexperienced Lost Vikings players will go for Spin to Win. Because they think somehow it's better. And if you have all your Vikings grouped up in one area, yeah, you can do a lot of damage, but you shouldn't have them ever grouped up unless it's a 2-lane map. And even then, I'd still go for Balog the Fierce, because that combos with this level 16 talent that I'll get to in a minute. So yeah, and then the other one is Norse Force, which is a shield. That used to be the go-to a long time ago, but it sucks now. Really, it does. You just don't pick up the shield. It's really terrible. Maybe it can help you deal with some mages, but like I don't know. Really, it's kind of not that good. Play again. It used to be that longbow was the pick, and then it used to be that it was kind of 50-50. Now it's absolutely play again. Longboat, I go on certain 2-lane maps where I need a lot of team fighting, and kind of split pushing is not really a possibility or not really a strategy that can ever be like realistically implemented. So I only go for the boat if split pushing is just out of the question, which is very rare. But there are some 2-lane maps where split pushing is completely out of the question. Yeah. So I go this to basically further increase my split push to all hell strategy. I split push until I can't split push no more, basically, and until the cows come home. Olaf deals 34 damage. This is Hunker Burning Olaf. This one's good. It makes Olaf Burning Rage. It makes him able to solo and clear lanes better and deal with, like, giant, massive... Because, like, honestly, what they'll do... Because Balog does a lot of damage really, really fast, and Eric can attack from a pretty safe distance. And so Olaf's really the one that has trouble clearing lanes. So what a strategy people will do is they'll get all the mercenary camps in the top lane or whatever lane you have Olaf in, and they'll like attack a bunch of your mercenaries and minions, and they'll try and flood the whatever wave Olaf, whatever lane Olaf is in. They'll try and flood that because he's the weakest at clearing out waves. So this just allows you to mitigate mitigate that strategy, which by the way Zagara was doing. Zagara was okay. I'm in the top lane with Olaf. I basically in the early game win this because I just flood the lane and Olaf can't do anything. So I at the later stages of the game, once I get Hunker Burning Olaf, it's cooked. Zagara's strategy is done with. It's over. The Lost Vikings in the early game are bad against Zagara, but in the late game, Zagara has no chance. And in the late game, Olaf deals with Zagara so well. Hunker Burning Olaf also clears out Zagara's creep tumors. Oh, it's just ridiculous. The shenanigans you can do. You stop Zagara. You stop Asmodan, you stop Probius, you stop Gazlo. The Lost Vikings are really anti-specialists. They're very good at fighting other specialists. They're very good at stopping other people's split pushes while also split pushing themselves. That's what they're good at. They're good at countering other specialists. Even Sergeant Hammer, they're good against because of Largen in Charge and this Fury of the Storm. You get both of those plus this thing over here, Balog the Fierce, and then Hunker Burning Olaf also is just free damage. You get that, and then boom, you stun Sergeant Hammer, you attack Sergeant Hammer to the point where now she's got a choice. Does she stay and fight and possibly she can win, or does she die for 2 Vikings, which is 1 death for half a death, or does she just like run away? And most often than not, it's run away, so you win that lane for that brief period of time. And it's only like 8 seconds, or whatever, until this thing is like off. So that's like, you can just do it again. Alright, so that's the level 20 talent. 16 talent. When Largen in Charge, when Olaf charges enemies, they're stunned for 1 second. Now this one, Fury of the Storm. This one you can either pick Sequel or Fury of the Storm. There is also Play Again, or not Play Again, but like, what is it? Like Restart or Level Password or something like that. And it basically means whenever you use Play Again, 5 seconds later, it activates for free. So, like, let's say you use Play Again, To save, like, you have one Viking, you just play again. They kill two of your Vikings in the process. 5 seconds later, you get both of those Vikings back, all three Vikings back, and up to full health. Which is not that bad. But there are better talents to pick. So, Fury of the Storm, every 5 seconds, they deals an additional damage. And it's splash too. So, yeah, you can see where this goes with Baylog, because Baylog already does splash. You can see where that kind of goes. Baylog's ridiculous with this. And there's the sequel, which halves all your Vikings death timers. That's a good one to go, but I've honestly been favoring this as of late because it allows me to just, like, be able to hold my own in team fights. Well, there are certain points in the game where I have to team fight no matter what. Like, I have to group up all my Vikings. I have to go team fight. I have to help on my team because they're going to lose no matter what otherwise. And that might cost us the game sometimes, you know? Because you can only win 4 versus 5 so many times before your skill or luck just runs out. Or you're just so far ahead that, you know, it starts to become a trickle fest where you never have 4v5s because the enemy team just keeps trickling in to fights and they don't ever bother to actually, like, stop and, like, group as one. So, either of those two things happen anyway. So, that's just it. Wonderful. So, remember, help yourself before you help others. Once you've done so, help others. And, wherever you see an injustice, take it personally and make sure you try as hard as you can to end it. Bye-bye. And, peace.